Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, it was a nice little closeout there for the Edmonton Oilers heading into the All-Star break. Points in 8 straight games, wins in 7 of those 8 games. So the Oilers can take a little vacation knowing they're in a much better place heading into February. The biggest story from last night was, of course, Matt Berlin, otherwise known as the Berlin Wall, a perfect goalie nickname. The 25-year-old current University of Alberta goaltender got the opportunity to replace Stuart Skinner due to an illness, and he got a night he'll remember for the rest of his life. Berlin has practiced with the Oilers at different points throughout the season, filling in when a goaltender was needed. Berlin played with Stuart Skinner for the SSAC Lions under-15 AAA team from 2011 to 2013, so it was only fitting that he was Skinner's replacement for the night. After breaking through in the second period with 4 goals, the Oilers were well on their way to victory going into the third period. Connor McDavid spoke with his teammates and his coach Jay Woodcroft, passing on the idea that Matt Berlin should get his NHL shot in the third period. With the blessing of Jack Campbell, Berlin entered the game with just over 2 minutes to go. The Oilers made it clear that they meant the Blackhawks no disrespect. This was all about making a dream come true. Berlin was perfect. With a blocker save, he preserved the victory for the Oilers and was applauded by the crowd and his teammates for a moment he'll never forget. He finished off the evening getting interviewed by Scott Oake on Hockey Night in Canada and was awarded the Player of the Game by his teammates. A truly amazing story. With a record of 8-2-2 in January, the Oilers got themselves back into the race. Here's a look at the Pacific Division standings as the Edmonton Oilers head into the All-Star break. The Oilers currently sit in 4th place, 3 points back of the Kraken for 1st, and 2 points back of Vegas and LA for 2nd and 3rd. The Kings still have 1 more game before the All-Star break, and with a win, could move into 1st place, dropping Seattle to 2nd and Vegas to 3rd. The Oilers would remain in 4th place, regardless of the outcome. Connor McDavid continues his incredible season, leading the NHL in both goals with 41 and points with 92. Nikita Kucherov is number 1 in assists with 53, but Connor sits at number 2 with 51. Team-wise, the Oilers have 4 players with 60 points or more. Zach Hyman and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins are both enjoying career years. Speaking of All-Stars, as we know, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Stuart Skinner will represent the Oilers at the upcoming All-Star Weekend. Connor McDavid will not participate in the fastest skater category. We all know he is. Instead, he's hoping to land in the accuracy event. I'm sure he'll get his wish. The All-Star Weekend takes place February 3rd and 4th in Florida. The Oilers will return to action on Tuesday, February 7th in Detroit, taking on the Red Wings. The Oilers will be taking on mostly weaker opposition in their final 32 games of the season, but as we all know, with the recent Columbus game proving, no opponent can be taken lightly. They will want to play spoiler, and the Oilers will have to be at their best. As I briefly covered last night, a new name has entered the rumor mill for the Oilers, courtesy of Sportsnet insider Elliot Friedman, Arizona Coyotes forward Nick Bjugstad. The Oilers are one of many teams with interest. He's a player that would bring size and skill to the Oilers' bottom 6 and can be a replacement for Jesse Puljujarvi or Warren Foegele, players we know the Oilers want to move. Bjugstad has 11 goals and 10 assists for 21 points on the year and is a +8. He's 46% on faceoffs this season when playing the center position. Derek Ryan's name has been in the rumor mill as well, and depending on who you ask, the Oilers are either showcasing him or extending him. Time will tell, but there is no doubt Ryan has been playing very well of late and is making the most of his top 6 opportunity with Yamamoto on long-term injured reserve. We know Ken Holland is taking the patient approach as the NHL trade deadline looms. The Oilers will need to do money in, money out deals. Everything will hinge on his ability to move Jesse Puljujarvi and likely Warren Foegele if the Oilers want to do something bigger. If the Oilers can move Puljujarvi and Foegele, that will clear $5.75 million. Adding a Nick Bjugstad at $900,000 or St. Louis Blues defenseman Nico Mikkola at $1.9 million gives the Oilers room to spare, as they will also need to activate Yamamoto from long-term injured reserve on February 12th. It's likely to be a quiet All-Star break for Oilers news, but here's hoping we get some surprises. Well, that's all for now, guys. Let me know your current thoughts on the Oilers in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.